for my running back rankings, a little bit of an outlier. I have Travis Etienne out of Clemson, number 1. I really like his speed. I think he can contribute day one as an elite pass catching running back. Like a team like the Bucks, someone like that.
Yeah.
Taking a chance on him, like pair him up with Brady, who loves throwing to his running backs.
Bills,
like,
I've heard a lot.
I have Najee Harris. I have 2. I like him a lot. Super elusive, fat, not crazy top end speed, but enough to get away from linebackers and stuff. But I just worry about how his elusiveness is going to translate because he's big. He's 6'2". So I wonder, like, against bigger, better athletes in the NFL, how elusive he's going to be at that level.
Yeah, totally.
Then Javonte Williams from North Carolina at 3, one half of the elite North Carolina backfield. He's kind of more like a typical just running back, like patient, good vision, finds the hole well. Not the best not like the craziest top end speed, but definitely fast enough. I've seen Nick Chubb comparisons for him. I like that comparison a lot. And then number 4 has backfield mate Michael Carter, who he was more like the pass catching, like third down running back of that backfield, kind of like if you want to get him out in the screen or in the flat or run like a draw for him, kind of like similar to, I know the Pats have used James White and guys like that throughout Belichick's time there. And then 5, I have Kylan Hill from Texas A&M. I like him a lot. I think I'm the only one with him on my board. It's like we all have same top 4 and then a different 5, so that'll be interesting. But I like Kylan Hill. Played in the SEC, so obviously he's good. He's kind of a dual threat, can kind of run and catch. So I think he can, just having that versatility, he can contribute.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Andrew, you want to just kind of talk about your guy, Trey Sermon? Because he got
the
similar
I mean,
thing.
I like Trey Sermon. Obviously, he had a sort of rough time at the start of the year, but his last 2 games, I mean, he broke Ohio State's single game rushing yards record. He ran for like 330 yards. You're playing at a school like Ohio State, like you're a good player, even if you're not maybe putting up the numbers of some of these other guys. But 6'1", 215, big guy, kind of pounder. Like team's going to take him. He'll be able to compete physically in the NFL right away. He's back from his injury. He was available for his pro day. He only ran 4.6, but again, as a bigger guy, he's more of a bruiser. Get him in the goal line, he's going to get into the end zone for you. I think just after the first 4, it's kind of like preference, and I like Trey Sermon personally.
Yeah.
With Sermon, I just kind of worry about, so obviously he was at Oklahoma before he transferred. I just kind of worry about like how like much of a non-factor he was at Oklahoma. Like there's a reason he transferred. He just like wasn't getting used. I mean, Oklahoma's got some good running backs, but
well, with a big QB, like that's a big QB and wide receiver school. They're throwing the ball a bunch at Oklahoma.
Also, Ohio State running back. I think Master Teague could also be a guy.
Yeah, Master Teague.
Yeah, he showed out in the Clemson game when there was the Clemson game. No, it was Clemson, right?
I forget, but I've seen him on the field.
He was great when he came in after Sermon got hurt.
So.
Yeah. No, he's a good running back. Good pass catcher. Do it all.
Yeah, and Sermon is also a great pass catcher too. Yeah. Like you're not going to be like breaking the bank with his speed off a screen, but I mean, if he slips out of the backfield, he's a great option for a QB who doesn't have anything else.
Yeah.
Samuel, talk about Puka Williams.
Yeah, so I want to talk a little bit about Carter over Williams. I like Carter's skill set a lot. I'm not sure, better than Javonte Williams. I don't know, but I think his skill set will translate really well at the next level. He's really quick, and as Kim said, he's a great pass catcher, which I value a lot, which is a reason I like Etienne a lot too. And then, so for Puka Williams, he's just this guy that is quick, and I think that's something, when running backs go to the next level and they sort of fail, I think a lot of the reasons can be is they're just not quick enough, I think Puka Williams, it's just speed, and it's just another weapon to have on the offense as opposed to someone you're handing the ball 25 times a game.
He's like a really little guy. Right?
Yeah, he's like 5'8".
He's 5'8".
Yeah.
Same with Carter.
All right, Jackie, talk about my guy Chubba Hubbard, as I like to call him.
Chuba Hubbard.
Not Chuba.
Yeah. He's a pretty cool guy, Chuba Hubbard, coming out of OK State. I tossed him in here. I just like the upside with him.
Okay.
He's not a big guy. He's only like 6 feet, so he's not one of your like huge, crazy running backs like someone like Derrick Henry. Some of his pros are that he's a good runner. He's really patient. He's a patient back there. He can be fast. He's got bursts of speed. My one big issue with him is that he's not known as as a passing back. He doesn't have that down. I don't think that they were like. He's had very few games where he's had more than 2 catches. So that's one big issue with him. Hopefully he can kind of figure that out. He's also had some injury problems with like a lingering ankle injury. But, then again, what running back hasn't had some kind of injury problem in the past? I'll be looking for him. I'll be hoping out. I'll be rooting for him.
Yeah. Hubbard's one of the
4.36.
Hubbard's a rare case where I think playing in 2020 hurt his draft stock because he was pretty much the consensus number 1 running back coming into the season. And then there was a whole drama with him and Mike Gundy. People thought Hubbard was going to opt out because of that. He ended up not and going back, and he did not have a good year. His 29th, if you just were to watch his 2019 tape and just evaluate that year, he'd probably
look really
be
good.
At least the 3rd running back in this class.
Yeah.
He was really good in 2019, but he had a bad year in 2020, so it'll be interesting to see what happens with him.